Okay, I'm live, so let me just edit this real quick. I guess that's it. I want to make it look like this. Give me a second, guys. Just fixing this stream because it's looking ugly. Very ugly. We gotta know whether to buy or sell Apple. Just create a thumbnail for this real quick. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to subscribe. We're going over Apple, whether to buy or sell. I can tell you my fundamentals on it very shortly. Just let me set up this thumbnail for y'all. No. Okay. Sure, this isn't fucking red. Okay, what are we doing today? This is. Put that in there. Cool, cool. So let me fix this, guys, real quick. Real quick, take a second. Apple stock. That's what we're looking at. Apple earnings. Stock market. You know, I don't know why YouTube updated their system. This is actually looking disgusting. Making us redo it from here while I'm already live. Like, really? Come on. What fucking sense does that make? Okay, we're gonna be going over how and what are we doing with Apple. Are we buying, selling, fundamentally? You know, where I believe the stock's going. Let's get into it. So, first of all, Apple. We'll just go over what could happen to Apple if it sells off. Okay, so this is not where this is not what I'm saying. Like if it's gonna go up or down. Like I'll let you know later in the video. First, we're just gonna be going over like if it does go down, where I think it will go down. So fundamentally, you know, if Apple goes down, we could see it pull back all the way to about 270, about a $20 drop, 5% drop. But since the market is down today, I don't actually seeing Apple staying down past 5% just because the market is down today. So what I could see Apple doing after it, you know, if it loses, if it misses earnings like everyone thinks it is, then I could see the market actually pulling Apple back up. So it comes down to this line right here. Like right here, probably hits this resistance somewhere around here. And it pulls back up to the previous entry. So if you did make a put on it, you'd probably lose. Unless you can sell it at 830 right away. So like that'd be like the only best bet. If you're trading Apple and you're doing puts on Apple stock. Another thing, you know, if we're talking about Apple, you can see it pulling up to above 300. So if you're getting it in options trading calls for Apple, you know, above 300 would be your ideal or 300 and lower. Fundamentally, it's Apple. They just came out with the Apple credit card, so a bunch of people are using that. People are getting checks, you know. Like the kids, like people don't think like our adults are the only ones buying Apple product. Like, come on, the kids, they got this random $1,200 check that they don't even need, bro. People above 18 to like 25, that whole group of people, probably not worrying about whatever, and they're buying Apple products. So yes, I believe Apple will go up during earnings. Like, there's like a high probability of it happening. Just think about it, because first of all, Apple, huge corporation, right? And it doesn't even matter what happened this quarter because of the coronavirus. Like earning trades, it only matters what happens fundamentally in the future. So if you believe Apple will have a better quarter next quarter, then the stock's gonna go up. That's how stupid earnings is, man. That's why like everyone was saying, I don't know if you guys heard, but Boeing, like everyone said Boeing was gonna go down. I was like, dude, you think about it, Boeing's at a cheap price right now. It's not going down because we're gonna look at the future outlook. Okay, at Boeing is gonna be fine. It's gonna go up. So, you know, all my buddies put in puts, and I put in a call, and Boeing went up. So, and Boeing's still going up. So Apple, you know, everyone's saying it's gonna miss. It's more than likely gonna beat. Like, it's gonna miss, but the stock's gonna go up anyways, just because the future outlooks will be fine, because Apple will make money when this, or will make more money when this coronavirus is over. So, you know, that's really how it is. You know, that's how the market really runs its course. You know, it's better if it's like right now. Okay, should you get in right this second? Like, would you jump in Apple? Let's look at the charts. You know, high resistance coming up right here, but actually it's pulling over this candle, this 4-hour candlestick. Oops, didn't mean to do that. This 4-hour candlestick right here, actually breaking over, so it looks like it can bull run it. But we also have an hour and 30 minutes left in this session, so, you know, we never know, but I mean, it looks good to buy. Looks good to buy. A lot of heavy resistance right here. Right here, lots of resistance right here. This is probably as low as Apple would go, right there. So this is the range of the Apple trade. Okay, it's right here. Let's get this box into perspective. So it's right here, right? Apple can go this high up. Yeah, it's about $10 gap. Or Apple can fall about $30. So it's a 10 to 30 trade. But the volatility is so high tomorrow. Like, if you're getting a May 1st call, since this like the futures are ending on Friday too, the volatility in the market is going to be so high. So if you don't sell by 8:30 or 9:30, your contract is going to the garbage, dude. So if you're getting May 1st contracts, you better be in it to keep it till 8:30. Otherwise, it's not going to work, buddy. Like, if you don't understand, I think it's called witching. But basically, since contracts on the SPY, the NAS 100, and the Dow Jones, since they're all ending on the same day, there's going to be witching, which is like massive volatility in the market. So forever, let me just go to Robinhood, and I'll show you, because this barely happens. Let's see. Here's SPY right here. Yeah, so if we go to SPY, you look at the options. This never happens where the SPY contracts ends on Fridays. It usually ends on like a different day. So like, what's the next week of May 8th? Yeah, so like all the contracts never end together. So basically, since it's ending, look at all these massive volume these contracts have. If you look at this and then compare it to the other stocks like Apple. So I believe we're going to get Apple calls because majority of people believe Apple's going to miss, and you never want to trade with majority of people. So I'd get Apple calls for 300. Yeah, see massive volume coming in. And you never want to get, like, if you're going to trade calls too, you never want to get the 0.5s because on TD Ameritrade, Schwab, and all those other sites, they don't let you trade the 0.5. So actually, Robinhood's the only brokerage that lets you trade 0.5s. So I mean, it's not the only brokerage, but I think Webull does too. But you don't want to trade those just because it has less volume, and the more volume, the better. It means the more volatility in the contracts. So volatility is like the amount of money. Like, okay, so you have no volume or anything in the contracts, but the volatility is super high. That means the stock has been like jolting up. It's been like boom, like flying up. But since there's a lot of volume in here and a lot of volatility, if the volatility goes down, the contract price will go down. So that's why you never want to get in a high volatility over like 80%. But since it's an earnings trade, it's different. The volume's going to stay high up until tomorrow around like 8:30, 9:30, because that's when the most volume is in the market, 8:30, 9:30. So if you're going to get in an Apple contract, I'd recommend getting in one of these 300s. But basically what you would need to do is get out before 8:30 or 9:30 because the volume and the volatility of the contracts will go down and you'll probably lose money on them. So yeah, let's go over Apple again. Let me just show you guys. This is the range of the target price that I am coming up with. So basically, it's already at this price. You literally can take a 10% loss. But okay. The thing is, if you're getting a put and it does go down, you would have to sell it instantly if it does crash. I don't believe it will crash though, but this is just another scenario. If it does go down, it does not matter because you better sell it in the morning because the market is down 500 points. And I can guarantee you the market will not be down 500 points tomorrow. And if the market opens lower, the market will pull up just because we had a 500 point loss today. So if it does drop anyways, I could see it wicking and coming back up to a high or to like a break-even point. But yeah, it's literally a 1 to 3 on earnings right now just because it's so high and there's a ton of resistance here. It will not pull down this far unless the whole market crashes, but I don't see the market crashing anytime soon. Really, like, majority of the market, yeah, market looks fine. We're in a freaking bull trend right now. Tomorrow could be a sell-off day, but I think in the next, this is the hourly chart. So actually, let me just look. No, because we have overnight trading on the futures. So basically, it's gonna break. If it breaks through this, then yes, it's gonna be a red day tomorrow. I don't see it breaking through this. I see it taking it back up because I believe the market's gonna go back to all-time highs. Yeah, it would literally have to fall out of the trend pattern. The lowest I can see it going is back to the candle wick right around here. So another 200 point drop, it could happen tomorrow. Don't see it happening. I could see it wicking. Wicking is basically it will drop that far overnight, but by the time it comes morning, it will come back up and be, just be flat, open flat, and then pull up, cause earnings beats. If we see good earning reviews tomorrow or after hours today, we will see the market pull up with the earnings. But since we had bad earnings yesterday and this morning, the market's coming down. Hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I don't know why my chat's disabled, which is really annoying, because I like to interact with you guys, but I don't know, I gotta fix that on my channel. I don't know why it's like that, it's weird. Yeah, basically, that's my overview on Apple. I do think it's B. Let's actually look at, I don't know if anyone uses this site, but it's called Earning Whispers. It will tell you, the outcome of Apple and, if it will beat or not. So let's just check it out. So yeah, it shows the quarterly. Let's see if it will beat, 30. Okay, that's what I'm saying. 65% of people think it will miss. 65% of people think it will miss. I don't see Apple missing. And even if it does miss, if we look at the overall chart on Apple, okay, let's just go in and look at the chart on Apple. You can look at all the earnings. Okay, this one it beat and it went up. Okay, let's look at this one. It beat, it went up the next day. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, it beat, went up, it went up. Okay, I mean, it's been beating and going up, but it's been in a downtrend, and right now Apple's in an uptrend. So if it beats, I feel like it'll go up way higher, And these are beating by little points. Okay, so this is pretty much the same trend we're in. It's market came down a shit ton, and now market's starting to come back up. I mean, it looks good for a buy. I believe it's a buy. I just want to see if there's earnings here that it completely missed and it went up. But Apple seems to be beating every single time, so... Okay, here we go. There's a miss. This is a miss, but it was in a downtrend, so it's not really helpful to our situation. Yeah. Overall, Apple's gonna beat. Might miss earnings, but it will go up. That's my analysis on it. I hope you guys listened to it. Okay. Still, it's in a downtrend. Can't really relate. Okay, here we go. Huh. I honestly think we're fine. If you get calls, I think you're fine. Alright, let's go over some other stocks. Let's see what is good for good positions you can get into. Chewy, we got in this yesterday. Got in around 69. I think it's fine. I think it's not reacting to the market, so I think it should be fine. Oh, hold on, someone's calling me. Hello? Hey. I'm recording a video. What's up?
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Alright, see ya. Okay, I think CHRW fine for a bull breakout. It does look like hella resistance, but since we got in at a lower price, like down here, I'm still positive for this thing to go up to 75. Look at BABA. This does look like a bull position, but since it already broke, bounced off this resistance, came down again, sitting on a second support. It's kind of looking ugly. Not about these ugly plays, so I won't enter it, but I'm just saying it does look good. Let me just look at the BABA contracts. Obviously, I'd be playing BABA for after earnings. What are they usually? Yeah, it usually pops before earnings. Like, oh crap. Okay, yeah, actually it looks really good. It does. Okay, let's see BABA. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get the 15th. Damn, calls are really cheap, dude. Holy shit. BABA 2. Actually, this is kind of a good pattern right here. I don't know if you guys see this, but so basically when it does take a drop, it bounces off a cloud and then it will take a full drop. So it took a drop, it's going to bounce off the cloud, it should come back up and then fall. Okay. Honestly, I might get in this trade right here. Let's see, BABA. Oh, dude, I have no buying power, I forgot. Hold on. Let me show you. So, if I were to buy this, which I think I'm going to send this in my alert room. Volatility is so low, too, dude. This is a fire trade. God. Do 20 calls? I mean, it's $20 out of the money. But since it should run before earnings. When's their earnings? 511. So honestly, it could fall to like 198. I'm just gonna post it like this. So I'm looking for like us. I'll probably take a bigger loss than that. I'll take 1% to 6%. We're gonna be holding it through earnings. Not through earnings. I want to throw it. Let's take it this far. I want 6% on this. Probably take it back to the high. Yeah, because if you look, so this is another thing you gotta watch for. There's a gap right here. So, and it needs to fill the gap, and it filled the gap twice. It's the only thing that's scary about this, but it filled the gap twice. So, this is bullish momentum too. Oh, looks good. Breaks lower than this, it could fall off. But last time it broke lower than this. Dude, fuck it. Hold on. Let's see the angle on this. We're gonna get, I don't know if anyone used the triangle pattern, but let's see. This is a 35. Let's see what this is. Take 35. Oh, yeah. Okay. So basically, since it wicked, it trend wicked, and this is the exact thing what's happening. Basically, it trend wicked right here. So it's gonna trend wick again. Oh, I don't know. That's actually a falling off candle. This is the first one, so it needs to make like a little bull move before you get in. But like, if you're gonna get in a low, this is the fucking low point to jump in. Just saying. Oh, yeah, I kind of like it. I do. A lot of trend resistance. Let's see. I've been trading Baba for like the longest time, dude. Let's look at it. There's so many candles, so many lines. Let's look at the weekly. And dude, the weekly looks so good. Oh my god. Alright. So yeah, Baba, honestly, fire trade. Like if you, because there's so much support here. There's support here, and on the weekly, dude, the weekly support is so fire. And I don't believe the market's gonna gap down, because if you look at the Dow, again, you know, a lot of resistance here. Did wake up, could pull back, could pull back to here. Weekly, it could honestly pull back to here. That's a far drop, but honestly, don't see it pulling back that far. And then if we look at the NAS 100, because this goes hand in hand with Baba. We look at the 1 hour weekly trend. It's literally sticking with the trend. And we're gonna have after hour movement. If it clears and bounces like it's been doing, so this is after hour movement, and then it pulls back up, we're gonna see a good trend in the market. So that's why I believe Baba is a good buy. Because if you look at Baba, you know, it double bottomed out. This is a double bottom right here. Double bottomed here. And then it trended up. And the only reason it double bottomed here is because the market came down. The market's coming down today, as we can see. And it will pull back up. So, honestly, I'm mad because I don't have buying power right now. But 215s, 210s, they are honestly looking good. Even 220s. This is for like people with not a lot of money, but the implied volatility is super low compared to what it should be, because Baba's earnings are the week of May, like May 15th. Baba's earnings is that week, so it should be more like implied volatility. So if you hold it through until that week, like your contracts will just be worth more just because of the implied volatility in the market. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to get in right this second for Baba, but if you do, it's fine. But I would wait until it jumps back up. So if it like 201, you see it hit 201, I would get a buy in. Like 201, it's a good way to buy, because then you can know that it's rejecting off the double bottom and coming back up. I have so many lines here, but I'm actually gonna post this. No, I don't like posting that. All right. So RTX, if y'all are still in RTX, did call this in my alert room. I know we got in around right before it hit the trend. So we got in like right around here. and it's literally been in a flag pattern this whole time. And I thought it was gonna break yesterday because it broke above the high, but it came down with the market. So I'm not kind of worried with it, because if we could see, it should reject before it hits the cloud and come up. And it usually bulls up between earnings. Let's see if we look at the daily chart of it. Earnings is like a bull run to the stock. So yeah, like bulls up a little bit. But we do have June 19th, so I'm actually really not worried about this. I just really wanted to break out of the cloud. It's actually sitting on resistance right now, so if it does break, we should take it to like 175. More resistance is at 180. You always gotta look, like if you're looking for resistant patterns, just check it out. Like this is resistance just because these candles right here, they all wick together. So then we can just gradually just bring our trend line up. Oop, didn't mean to put that there. This is just for me. Like when I'm looking at stocks, that's what I do. Let's go over FedEx. I called this in the other room. I told everyone to close. Reason I told you guys to close the volume on the stock. Let's look at the volume. It was literally below like 900K when I called to sell. I don't like trading stocks with low volume. Like FedEx volume should be around like 2 mil higher. I thought we were gonna see a buy-in just because the rejection off here. It did not reject. Actually didn't even go as low as I want, like as my stop loss was, but I was like, nah, screw it, because it's just sitting under the trend. Because as soon as this closes, it usually jumps down, but I don't know. It just looks, it doesn't look good just because there's, look at the volume, look at the buying pressure on the freaking hourly chart. It's only 5K. That's horrible for stocks. But you know, if you weren't able to close it, still not worried. Market should jump up tomorrow. Just because the pattern it's in, it should be jumping up tomorrow. It's actually jumping right now, but yeah, it's gonna go lower, and then it should come up. Probably go lower after hours and then come up. But either way, if you're in FedEx, wouldn't worry about it. You can actually probably make a profit on it. I just basically wanted to day trade it. Wanted to day trade FedEx. So if you're in it, just don't worry about it. Just sell it tomorrow. There's gonna be witching tomorrow. Just means like every single contract is expiring tomorrow. For May 1st. I can show you witching. Like it just involves futures, and this will just create high volatility in the market, like super high volatility. So May 1st, there's like just insane amount of contracts for some reason. Just absolutely crazy amount of contracts. I think the 300s had the most. Yeah, like this is insane. Like there shouldn't be this much volatility in here, but there is. Don't see the market coming up this high May 1st. But like, why? Why is there so much volatility? Please inform me. But it just means there's gonna be just hectic amount of momentum in the market, making the contracts go insane tomorrow. They could be going up. The spreads are gonna be really bad. Just everything's gonna be a mess tomorrow. Probably not gonna trade tomorrow, but if you're swinging, it doesn't matter. Just wouldn't sell your position unless you're taking the Apple trade, which I believe it's gonna beat earnings. And if it misses, it wouldn't even matter. It will miss, like it will take a big miss, okay? Like Apple will take a fat loss. But the thing is, I believe the market's gonna go up tomorrow, so that it will trend up. Apple will trend up with the market. So, and then you can also see, like if Apple's gonna come down, just look at the buying pressure and selling pressure at the last 5 minutes of the market. Dude, the thing is gonna like rock and roll, like boom, 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 like as fast as it can, and that's really where the market like shows where the performers are going. Let's look at Microsoft, because it happened yesterday. Like, look at this. This is literally the last 5 seconds of the market. Look at all that volume. Look at all the volume. And like basically most of the volume is because before, like, anyone could trade this. This is the simplest way to trade. If you guys don't know about this, trading blue chip stocks before earnings, like 80% of the time, if it's a good paying blue chip stock, it will go up gradually. So, you know, everyone got their buys in, and then there's nothing going on, and everyone's selling off. Everyone's selling off because they're taking profit on, you know, the $3 it went up. But also the volatility in the contracts are more expensive. So it's another reason it's not good to do those. Okay, let's look at AMD. I haven't been trading AMD in a while. Ugh. Just terrible chart. Ooh, that's a sell, dude. This is just broke out like that. $150 incoming. That's what it looks like, anyways. I don't know, or 150 incoming, just because, again, how my analysis is rolling. Okay, this is actually coming up slowly, but surely it is showing resistance here, so that's good. If you're thinking about getting it, I'm not gonna call it in the alert room like I want to call it, but the thing is, the only reason I'm not calling it is because I place every single trade I get in like the alert room. Everything I post, I buy. Like, I'll be in that trade. I don't even have money to buy this. I used all my buying power today on FedEx, and it just fucking made me take a 5% L, which was like $300. Annoying, but you know, that's what happens. Okay, let's also go over SVX because we're in this trade. Oh god, it's so ugly how this chart looks, but it's fine. It just needs to break. So we have May 15th. I think I had this chart set out to where we have our calls. No, I don't. Or no, I think we have September 11th calls, but this ain't September either. Maybe it was right here. Okay, September 21st. If we look at this chart pattern, this is actually very simple. So the bottom is literally right here. Like, that's what it's bouncing off of. Here's the top of the trend. It broke the top, but it did show a shooting star resistance. So it's coming down back into the trend. Now, the only way we can notice that it's still a bull trend. Let's get this out of here. A bull trend if it bounces off the 3180 resistance. That's the only way we know it's still a bull trend. If it does that, bounces, and it like just slowly goes up and down until it breaks through the cloud, then we could see some high volume trading on the stock. And you know, I'm gonna go over one more because I'm actually gonna call this in the alert room. Basically, we all know Walmart will be at earnings, but the thing is, this is where everything gets screwed up all the time, right? Because Walmart had insane amounts of sales because people were panicking. But the future outlook of Walmart is going to be like, okay, we're not going to get that much sales anymore. So the thing is, like, I think Walmart's just going to wick up during earnings and then just drop back down. And that's why I won't play their earnings, but me and I think his name's Sam, he hit me up the other day, and he wanted me to talk about Walmart earnings with him. Well, I told him that we should get in Walmart because we were talking about it when Walmart was up here. I told him, let's let Walmart come back down to about 120 in a few weeks because the earnings are way too far out. It was like a month and a half ago. I was like, let's wait till it comes down to 120 and let's get in. So here's the resistance of 120, right? That's where we need to get in. Let's look at the 4 hour now, right? So we gotta wait till it hits the cloud. Like this, the cloud is the point where we need it to hit, and I'll make sure I won't mess this one up. So actually, let me put a. Okay, let's see where this line is. Okay, that's perfect. 2155. Make sure I call that in alert room. But Walmart swings are fired because they always bull run before earnings like this. Okay, this is the exact thing I'm showing you guys. Okay, right, comes off the 26-day resistance, bull run to earnings. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're gonna come off the 26-day resistance and bull run to earnings every single time. It does it. Okay, look at it again. All right, well, it didn't come off the 26-day resistance, but this was a double bottom, and it bull ran. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Double bottom, bull run. That's what we're doing for Walmart. We're gonna wait till it hits this 120, then we're gonna get in a bull run. Okay, so let's look at Walmart contracts. This is what I would do every single time I'm like looking at trades. I would look for go to resistance, patterns that happen all the time. Okay, and then we look at the contracts, and how do you know what contract to buy? Basically, dude, 130s are so cheap, but we actually need June 19th. What's the date on this? Oh, 05/21. What day is that? It's a Tuesday. Why does the market close on May 15th? Thursday and Friday's close in the market? Hold on. Honestly, 135 contracts, dude. The volatility is so freaking low. These are good. These are fire right here. 130s. Just remember that, guys. Okay, I don't do these live streams often. I don't, tell people what stocks to buy often. But if you like this kind of content, I'll be posting content like this in the future. I won't be posting all my stock picks that I do in my alert room, but I will be posting a few a month to keep you guys updated on how my alert room's doing, so you can just enter some trades. And then if you want to buy the alert room, which is like $25 a month, you can go ahead and do that. But this is a swing trade we're looking at. Wait till Walmart's at 120. We're looking at a $10 move on Walmart, and these are the contracts we're buying. So Apple, I think it's going to beat earnings. Just remember that. Apple going up. And I hope you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you later. Peace.